All right, live on YouTube. Oh, I forgot to do something really quickly. All right, I'll set this up really quick. I'll also go live on Instagram. Boom, boom, live on Instagram. All right, that thing I was gonna do, I'm gonna forget about it. I'll do it later. Okay, so, all right. Welcome. We are live in a couple places. We are live on Instagram. We are live on YouTube. If you're on YouTube and you want a more personal connection, you can actually go on Instagram on the Managing Madrid account and actually request to join my live video. We can talk face to face. But if you want to stay on YouTube, that's cool too, because you can actually comment and I will read your stuff verbatim. And I'm here to talk about Real Madrid, life, whatever the heck you want me to talk about. A few minutes. I'm not gonna put a time limit on it, but I do have a lot of stuff to do. And Barca plays in about an hour and a half, and I want to get that stuff done before Barca plays. So, right off the bat, we are just going to bring him in. View request. Let's see. We are bringing in Abhishek. We'll see how that goes. Welcome to everyone on YouTube. Welcome to everyone on Instagram. See some familiar names. Hello.
Hi. How are you, Kiyan?
I'm great. How are you doing?
I'm great.
Fantastic.
How's it there right now?
What's that?
I asked you how is it in Canada right now? You're in Canada, right?
Yep, in Canada, it's going well. It's not perfect, but it's going. We have our own issues here, but I'm relatively safe. Family is safe. Friends are safe, so that's good. Where are you joining from?
I'm joining from Delhi in India.
Okay. How is it there?
COVID situation is getting better. It gets worse, as you know, but it's where I am. I'm very safe. I'm fine.
Very good. Good to hear. So what's on your mind today?
Yeah. So today I was thinking about who would be better for Madrid in the current situation, in the situation that Zidane stays at the club. Who would you think would be better, Haaland or Mbappe? And a second question I do have: if we don't go for Mbappe, it is possible that Haaland could come cheaper, maybe like 30 to 40 millions. And if you had to spend that money on someone, who would you go for in right now, according to what Madrid needs?
Okay, perfect. That's a great question. I'm going to answer it, and then I'm going to just close your window. Okay. Thank you for the question.
Right.
All right. He cut out at the end there too, so I'm not sure what's happening. But
Hi. Am I back?
All right, he's cutting in and out, so I'm just going to let that be. I'm not sure what's going on there. So the question is Mbappe and Haaland. Obviously, this is a recurring question. You guys know I don't like to take this question too much because it's a question that comes every day, and there's only so much we can talk about it. But I will say this with Mbappe and Haaland, who would be a better fit under Zinedine Zidane? Well, it's very obvious that Mbappe would be a better fit to me anyway, because one, Mbappe is more versatile. He can do more things, and we all know the way Zidane likes his forwards to act. He wants them to be versatile. He wants them to roam a little bit. He doesn't play with traditional strikers often. There's also a question of fit with Haaland. We all know Haaland is probably the best striker in the world right now, although that's arguable, but certainly like top 3 to 5. And he has a very bright future, but how much does a player like him fit stylistically in a Zinedine Zidane scheme? There's questions about that, right? You know, you can't really slot a Jovic or kind of like a Jovic or a traditional striker in this team. That's part of the reason why Morata also didn't get much playing time, and Zidane wanted to play a false 9 like Asensio as Benzema's backup in the past. So there's a question of fit with Haaland. If there's another coach, maybe it's a different story, but Mbappe obviously fits a little bit better. Would Haaland be cheaper? Yeah, for sure. By a substantial amount. Especially the upfront cost would be cheaper. His release clause is a bit cheaper when that can be triggered in 2022. But even sooner, it would certainly be a lower fee than Mbappe. So lower salary too, all that stuff. So Mbappe better fit, Haaland a bit cheaper for sure. Thank you for the question. Okay, appreciate you. Thank you so much.
No issues. Have a good day.
You too. I don't know why, but I can't remove you today. I don't know. Instagram is being a little bit buggy. So if you have an option to remove yourself, let me know.
Hold on.
If not, stick around. Some comments on YouTube as well. Hello, Haytham. Hey, Kiyan, do you think Madrid should try sell Hazard in the summer and cut their losses? Does it depend if Mbappe will come since they both play on the left? I think it's going to be very difficult to offload Hazard to a willing team. It's not quite the Bale situation, but it's very similar in the sense that it's going to be difficult, right? Okay, gonna bring somebody else into the video. I don't know. Instagram is so hit or miss. Sometimes it'll allow me to connect with you. Sometimes it won't. And in that case, as we saw, it wouldn't allow me to remove that person. So I'm going to be reliant on you guys a little bit here too. All right, we're going live with Pranav. Pranav Pinkman. Sounds like a very authentic name. We'll see.
Hello.
Hello, hello. How you doing?
I'm doing fine. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Where are you joining from?
I'm joining from Pune, India.
India.
Hmm.
Is it Pranav? Did I get that right?
Yes, yes, absolutely right.
Okay, fantastic. So what's on your mind today, Pranav?
Sorry, can you go again?
What's on your mind? What are you thinking?
Hello?
Hello.
Yeah. Can you go again?
What's on your mind? What do you have in your mind to ask today?
Yeah, so I had a question. It's
Yep.
not related to players or such. But one thing I've noticed in India, the matches are broadcasted to Facebook. Facebook has the rights, so we can see the audience. So earlier, when we had Ronaldo, it was almost similar numbers for Barcelona and Madrid. But since Ronaldo has left, Madrid has around 30 to 40,000 viewers per match. But Barca still has 200,000 viewers on average. So do you think this will have an effect on global audience on the long run, not having a key star player?
Absolutely. By the way, this is a very interesting phenomenon, right? Like, for example, take Managing Madrid, the blog. It's under the SB Nation umbrella. There's also Juventus blog, which is under the SB Nation umbrella. Basically, when Cristiano Ronaldo left Real Madrid, Managing Madrid lost a lot of fans, and Juventus gained those fans. So the Juventus blog gained all those fans. Like, you can actually see it in the numbers, because we get reports from our bosses, and you can kind of see the exact number of fans that Managing Madrid lost the Juventus blog gained. So it's a phenomenon, I think, that will, and obviously the Barcelona section will stay high because Lionel Messi is there. Is star power important for revenue? Absolutely. Unless you get into a situation where, for example, you get a Quinta del Buitre situation like in the 80s, where you don't have a superstar, but your team is so good anyway that it doesn't matter, right? So that, Butragueño forms into a star. Hugo Sanchez is there. It's really hard to get that audience without that superstar.
Right now.
So you're breaking up a little bit, but I think the audience can hear me, which I think is important. But I wanted to say that, like, basically, where we also live in an era now where this is not just football, basketball too. A lot of fans are fans of players more than they are fans of teams, right? So Ronaldo was a brand. People are fans of Ronaldo more than they were of Real Madrid. Not in all cases, but some cases, right? So they followed him where he went. Mbappe is kind of a similar situation. Like somebody like Mbappe. Odegaard is a similar situation, by the way. A lot of people will just follow Odegaard wherever he goes because he's developed this cult following. Mbappe is a certain situation too. Like if he leaves PSG, comes to Real Madrid, just watch how many fans will gravitate towards us. So it's a valid question. I think there's a lot of truth to it. Make sense? Okay, he's gone. Perfect. Okay, so there's a few other requests. I'm just going to take a glance at YouTube. By the way, I'm going for 5 more minutes. I know that doesn't seem like much, but very tight time frame today. I just wanted to take a break from work, come out of my cave, take a break from my written content to say hello. On YouTube, hello, Omar Farouk. Hello, Venkatesh. Hello, Tapiwa Musa, my brother. How you doing? Hope you're well. All right, so let's see. Let's bring some people in here. Thank you for everyone for joining. There's a few requests. I'm going to bring them in here. No particular order. I think it's just the way I see it chronologically. We're bringing somebody else in. Hello, sir.
Hi, Kiyan.
How you doing?
I'm fine. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, thank you. What's your name?
Myself, Devesh.
What is it? Sorry?
Myself, Devesh. It's an Indian name.
Okay, got it. Okay, I'm not gonna try to pronounce it because I have too much respect for you. Okay.
I know.
And you're in India as well?
Yeah. Kiyan, I had a question about Varane. The situation on Rafael Varane today, these days is very tricky actually because people are speculating that he might be leaving Madrid for around 70-80 million euros to Manchester City or United or some places which require defensive strength in the central region.
So is your question on whether Real Madrid should sell him or not? What's your question exactly?
Is this news legit? Is it going to happen in the future? Because Varane is a key role as a defender and has placed himself recently on a good position with Ramos gone for like 7 to 8 matches these days. And also he has done pretty well in the back. And he's a key player as we all know and a very good player.
Yeah, so
is this news legit?
Is it legit? Look, I think what you'll kind of find is it's very difficult to sift through what's real and what's not, right? I can tell you what happens on a regular basis is that agents are on phones, clubs are in contact with each other, but nothing really materializes out of it. I think you're going to have to get used to every year that Varane is in your team, you're going to expect something year to year of like reports of him wanting a bigger contract, leaked by his agent or his brother, the club leaking things to the press because they want to get leverage in their contract negotiations. It's the same thing with Ramos every year, right? Is it legit? I don't think anything serious with Varane is material that would materialize right now. I don't think so, no. I think it's just kind of the similar noise you hear every year, but, you know, just leverage, trying to get the ball in your court with contract talks and stuff like that. Make sense?
Yeah. And that one about Ramos, that is he surely going to leave another superstar of Madrid gone just like that?
My prediction with Ramos is that ultimately he will end up as a Real Madrid player next season. That's my hunch. You know, he's in that tricky spot where Florentino Perez has never been one to give out big contracts to players who
players over 30s.
Yeah, to players over 30, to have, like, you know, the same thing was with Pepe. Ramos has the leverage, obviously, that he is the greatest defender in club history. If there's an exception to the rule, it's probably him because also he's aging very well. He takes very, very good care of himself physically. I will say it's interesting that in this time period that he's missing with the surgery, if I'm Real Madrid, I'm really looking at that kind of just to see how the team does without him. I scrutinize that a little bit just to see how that goes. But ultimately, I think the club and him will settle in a place. I don't know exactly where they'll settle. If he ends up being an exception to the rule and gets 2 years, maybe, maybe not. But they'll settle. I think he'll be a Real Madrid player for sure.
Cheers.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much for your question. Thank you. All right. Let's see. Shreyash Dabade. How you doing, Shreyash? Always nice to hear from you. He says, people ask, this is on YouTube, by the way, people ask more playing time for Vinicius, and yet he completed 100 appearances. What are your thoughts on this? He played more than most of the youngsters in the squad, still haven't developed like we all want him to. Is there anyone really complaining about more playing time for Vinicius? I haven't seen it, and mind you, I see a lot of comments from a lot of Real Madrid fans. I don't see many people asking for more playing time for Vinicius, to be quite honest. So if that's a thing, I don't know if that's a real thing. But he's playing a lot. I mean, the numbers are there. They're there. He's playing a lot. Now, that might be down a little bit to Hazard's injury and Rodrigo's injury. Maybe we'll see that change a little bit. I'm not sure, but certainly I haven't seen anyone complain, to be quite honest. I'm going to take one more request, okay? By the way, hello to everybody. Before I take this request, hello, everyone from That Madrid Guy to Pratham to Ranveer. Hello, Savage Saeed. How you doing, Saeed? Hope you're well, man. I saw your message the other day. Sorry I didn't answer you. Just been crazy. I'm going to take one more request. All right. We're going to take in Sai. I think it's Sai. S-A-I-I-I. Let's see if we can get 4 Indians in a row. We'll see. Hello.
Hey, Kiyan.
How you doing?
Yeah, so I just had one Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
Good.
So I just have one question about Asensio's performances this season, because he's been given like a big role and he's still like very nonchalant performances. He looks like disinterested to an extent at point. So what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, my thoughts on Marco Asensio are that I think he's a good player, but he will never be a leader. He will never be the guy you have to rely on. He will never be a superstar. I think he can be a star. Mind you, he's actually almost in his mid-20s, I think, right? So it's not like he's not a prospect anymore, right? He's kind of like we have to see, like what we have seen from him this year is possibly what we're going to be getting from him. With Asensio, I think he's the type of player, if he goes into a game where the team is doing well, other players are taking over the game, he's a very nice complementary piece. Lucas and I were discussing this last week on the podcast. We were talking about Asensio, how disappointed we were with him after the Atalanta game. And he didn't really improve on that in the next game, to be quite honest. But, we were talking about like what happened to him, because he was such a big game player, right? He was scoring in Champions League finals. He was scoring in big games against Bayern Munich, Ajax. He was scoring in all of his debuts. He was scoring against Barcelona. What happened to him that he all of a sudden became shy? I think pressure. Pressure is a big one. When he was scoring all those goals in 2016, 2017, he didn't have any pressure. The team was flying. Ronaldo was there. Bale was scoring goals. Isco was playing at a very high level. Everyone was at their peak, from Marcelo to Modric to Kroos to Benzema. So you didn't need to have much output from Asensio. So he could come in these low pressure situations or even high pressure situations, but because the team was playing so well, he didn't feel that pressure and the stress to take over the game. Now you see kind of like if you need a superstar to rise to the occasion and be transcendent, he can't be that guy. I would love for him to prove me wrong, but I don't think he will. But I would be very happy if he did. But, can he be like let's say a Callejon, a Pedro Muniz? Who else? Who else comes to mind? Somebody just that can, like a Santiago Solari even, that can come off the bench, be a game changer off the bench, provide good minutes. I would love to see that. I don't think he's going to be the star, the Robin even, or like the next like superstar who can carry the team. But if he can be a good player off the bench that can provide you with good minutes, I'd be happy with that. And just kind of like back to his performances this season, he had like a month there which was decent. Like there were good, like he was hitting the post, a bit unlucky. He didn't have a couple more goals than he does. He hit the crossbar. He had assists, I think. He was, was active. But the last couple of games, not so much, right? So I would like to see Rodrigo kind of play himself into the lineup, because I think he's a more efficient player even at that young age. Does that answer your question? It was kind of long-winded, but
yeah. But I think Asensio just looks a little less confident. Maybe it's due to his injury. He's just afraid to take on players more than usual. So it's along with the pressure and all. So
yeah, look, the injury didn't help, right? The situation, because it really kind of put a knife into his development for a long time. So, and he's talked about that too. He's like, it's not like he talked about like, I'm back, but it takes a long time to actually get back to where you were, right? So, and I understand that. I understand that point of view as well. But, I think we can only be so patient. So we'll see. We'll see where it goes. I think he's going to be a very good player if he isn't already, but I don't think he's going to be a great player. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Appreciate you. Thank you.
Have a great.
You too. Yeah. All right. So, by the way, I think you can have. Okay, he's gone. For some reason, I can't remove people today. I don't know. So, yeah. Somebody said, "Who's that behind you?" Do you see a person behind me? I don't know. If there is, maybe it's some kind of ghost. I'm not sure. Times Madrid says, "Hi, Kiyan. I searched a lot all over the internet, but couldn't find that thing hanging behind you." It's on Amazon. I searched something like rounded canvas, I think. I can't remember exactly what I searched. You should be able to find it. You might not find this in the thumbnail, actually, funny enough, because the thumbnail, I think, was different than what you see here. But when you click on the picture, you can scroll through and you can choose different options. I think that's what happened. All right. Thank you guys so much. Always a pleasure. Love you guys a lot. We are going to do this again, hopefully regularly. Maybe not in the next couple of days because I'm going to be really busy. We'll see. But yeah, Follow me on Instagram if you're joining there at Kiyan So. I will be posting more and more stuff there. And YouTube, it was a pleasure. Thank you guys so much. Go subscribe on YouTube as well. Hit that bell notification thing. We've been pretty active on YouTube and we're posting stuff regularly. So yeah, thank you guys so much. We appreciate you. I appreciate it. I love you all. Catch you guys later. Catch you guys next time. And Hala Marid.